Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ben with Eretabe Gardens. Today, I have a nice one for you. Today's video is about how to help you to get trees, fruit trees, or it might not even be fruit tree, it might just be regular trees for free. I know the word free sounds good. How to get your fruit tree for free. How to get your plants for free. How to get your Japanese maple tree for free. I know you like that. Free is good. But today's video is on airlaying. That is how you can get free trees. What is airlaying? Airlaying is the process or is a method where you produce new plants from the parent plant, having the same characteristics with the parent plant in color, in size, even in taste, if it is a fruit tree. And while you are airlaying the new plant is still attached to the parent plant, depending on it for water and nutrition until it develops its own roots. The moment that new plant, the moment that airlay plant or branch develops its roots, it becomes 18 years old. It's free to move out of the house. It's free to move out of the apartment. And that new plant will be singing freedom at last. Because that plant is going to start its own life. Now, but today is on fruit tree. Why do you airlay a tree? You airlay a tree because you like the tree. You like the colors of the leaves. And you want to have more of it. So, instead of you going to buy another one, you just airlay a branch of that tree. Or if it is fruit tree, you airlay because you love the fruit. It tastes so good, it is delicious, and you want to have more of that fruit. So what do? You airlay a branch of that fruit tree. You airlay it so that you can get the exact variety, the exact taste, exact color of that fruit. That's why you airlay. You clone your fruit tree. Because if you go to the store, you may not get that tree that will produce the same sweetness of that fruit on that tree. But that's why you want another one. You want to have more of that sweetness in your mouth. You want to have more of that variety. You enjoy the fruit. And so because of that, you want more. Now, let's come to the part of how do you airlay a fig tree? How do you airlay a fruit tree? How do you airlay a tree? Now, I have a Ziploc bag here. I cut the top of the Ziploc bag, and I also cut the bottom of the Ziploc bag. Now I put this at the beginning of spring, before the leaves started growing, because I didn't want to have problem when I want to put the Ziploc bag over the tree. So it's been here since I brought this container out of the garden shade, because I know I'm going to airlay this tree here, and then I will straighten this one, because this is the one I want to keep, but this is the one I'm going to airlay. So I have my knife. I'm going to push the plastic down. Now I'm going to pick between two nodes where to cut off the back of the tree. Now right here, this is one node and this is another node. So I'm going to cut off the back of this tree in between these two nodes. So I'm going to start it this way. See, it is tight here. Okay, so I'm cutting under this node, and then I'm going to cut above this node here, above this node. It's not easy because of the position of this tree here. Okay, and then the next thing is I will slice it down in this way and then push it out. See, that is the back. Now this back here, it is through this back that nutrients flow in the tree. You may not know. Now, because I've removed this back here, it will stop the flow of nutrient from here, from the root, and then it will stop the nutrient here. So this node here will start forming the new roots, because the nutrient is not going up this way through this back. See, nutrients go through the stem and also through the back. So the nutrients that are supposed to go through the back will stop above this node, and then new roots will be forming here. There's some roots that will still form on this node also. So remove that, and then the next thing you would do is to scrape the cambium layer. Scrape it. Okay, so I've scraped the cambium layer, and then I'm going to take my tape and tie the bottom of this Ziploc bag. So tying it will help the bag to be stable and not to move, because by the time I put the soil, it will be heavy. So I have to make sure I tie it very well. So that it will help it not to move. Now I'm not drawing it too tight, because if I do, the tape will snap and break off. But I just make sure that it is tight for the heaviness of the soil not to pull it down. Now the next thing is the soil. Now I'm going to wear my glove. And I want you to see the soil. Now, look at the soil. See, it's moist. See? It's not wet. You want it moist. So, the next thing I'm going to do is this. So, I'm going to pour the soil. Now, I want you to see this. I'm not applying any hormone. I'm not applying any hormone. So I'm just putting just soil. Now it's not a must. It's not a must. You must use a rooting hormone for this. What if you don't have a rooting hormone at hand and you have to airlay? So what do? Because you don't have rooting hormone, you will still be able to root. You still be able to have a successful airlay without using rooting hormone. Okay, so now I'm going to, wow, too much mosquito. That's why I'm wearing a long sleeve, because of the mosquito. Okay, let me remove the glove so that I can see. This is why I can't hold the tape. I can't pull it too tight. It will snap off. Okay, so make sure that the plastic are good. See, I keep taking it down so that it can hold the plastic from pulling out. I might still use something else to tie it later on, but right now this is good. Okay. And that's that. So the next thing is to use a foil paper to wrap it around the soil so that the sun will not have direct access to the soil, and that will help the roots. very well. So I'm going to take a foil paper, make sure it is long enough. All right. Let's see, I might fold it a little bit. Let me see. Okay, I'm not going to fold it. I'm going to make sure that it covers it very, very well. And I'm going to push it through here because it's resting on this other branch. I'm doing it carefully so that the foil paper does not tear off. Okay. Okay, so all I'm doing is just to make sure that the foil paper does not fall off. It's tight. So, and that is it. And then the next thing is to write the date. And the date is 5. The date is 5/19. So we'll give it about 2 months. And the reason why we're going to give it 2 months, I'm going to show it to you now. The reason why we'll give it about 2 months or more is this. You see, it has Eretabe fig on it. So we'll leave it for 2 or 3 months because it will start producing. Even look at, you can see, let me see, can you see the bump for the main crop? You see, that is the bump for the main crop. So that's why I will have to leave it for 2 or 3 months to have enough roots. So by the time I cut it off, it will not affect the tree. It will not affect the figs, the fruit on it. So you want it to have enough roots. But I'm planning to remove it towards before the end of the season. And that's when I will cut it off. That's when it's going to have its freedom. That's when it's going to be 18 years old to have its freedom. You know, so look at that. See, so this very soon is going to be a tree of its own. Look at that. It's going to be a tree of its own. Look at the Eretabe. And then very soon it will start bringing out main crop. So we'll wait for another 2 or 3 months. Today is August 7th. I started this early May 19th. So it is 2 months, 2 weeks, and 5 days. So let's see how the LA, wow, look at that. Some of the roots are old, some are fresh, like this one here. So I'm going to detach this. I'm going to detach it from the mother tree. All right. Look at it. Look at the roots. Wow. Look at that. It has 2 figs on it. So I'm going to uproot it. Wow. Nice Airlayer. Look at that. So let me uproot it. So look at it. Some part of the soil is dried because it's been there for a while. This side is not dry yet, completely dry. So I've put some soil in this container. So I'm going to fill it up with soil. Okay. See? Okay, so now let me get water and then we'll give it some water. Okay, so I'm going to give it some water. Okay, so right now there's only 2 figs on this tree right now. Only 2. So I was thinking of reducing the number of leaves on this tree, but since it's just 2 figs, just leave it. And this is how you airlay your fig tree or your fruit tree. So I think I will need to add more soil because of these roots here. So these roots don't die off. I will add more soil. But this is how you you airlay the branch of a fig tree or the branch of a fruit tree. So this is it. Thank you for watching this video. Please like this video and share this video with anyone you know that wants to airlay the fruit tree or fig tree that you know of. Please share this video with them. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell next to the subscription so that every time I upload new video you will be notified. And you see it still has the name sign on it so that I don't lose the variety of this fig tree. Thank you, and I will see you again in my next video. God bless you real good. Bye.